Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, students, this is the continuity of the second lecture of unit number 4, and after nitrogen cycle, we are going to start our energy pyramids. So, there are energy pyramids which defines that the bottom line of the energy pyramid, number 1, here you can see in the diagram, are producers, are autotrophs, universal producers. What are universal producers? Plants are known as universal producers. Those which can manufacture their own food by the process of photosynthesis are known as universal producers. The second step are consumers, primary consumers. The third step is the secondary consumers, and if there would be a fourth step, that would be tertiary consumers. For an example, the plants are fed or eaten, or the plant fruits are eaten by mice, which are the primary consumers. Then the mice are eaten by snake, that is the secondary consumers. And if the snake is eaten by crocodile, that would be a tertiary consumer. So this is how a pyramid goes from many to one. Many or more at the bottom to one or few on the top. So these 3 to 4 steps are known as the trophic levels. We call this a trophic level diagram. Consumers, producers, consumers, and then primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. These are the 3 trophic levels in which how we represent or categorize living organisms in the ecosystem. So, by calling it under the title of energy pyramid, states that energy is transferred. How? I will give you or explain you the categories of pyramids. First, the number pyramid of numbers. That from the bottom, there, for an example, there are 10 kinds of producers or plants in the one category, then eaten by 2 mice, then those mice are eaten by one snake, from 10 to 2 to 1. So the number of individuals are reduced from many to singular. So this is what I call it, a pyramid of numbers. That how many organisms are present in each trophic level from the bottom to the top, decreasing from bottom to top. As we move up in the pyramid, the number of organisms decrease whereas there are larger in number at the bottom. So this is how energy is transferred from many to a singular organism. So at the bottom, more energy is available and more organisms are present at the bottom, whereas less energy is at the top and less organisms are on top of the pyramid. So energy is basically getting lost, energy is releasing in the form of heat. This is known as pyramid of energy. I would also like to discuss here another term, the pyramid of biomass. What is the pyramid of biomass is that how much energy is transferred at each trophic level. That at each step of a pyramid, what is the amount of energy that is transferred or lost, or the change, how much is the calculated form of change in energy. And how can we observe it? We can observe it by the total body mass of every living organism at each trophic level. At the bottom, here you can see the green line represents the producers, that are plants. Here you can see it's written deciduous trees, shrubs, grasses, and etc. First step. Then the second one is primary consumers, those organisms which depend on plants for their food. For example, deer, sparrow, mice for fruits, and cow, buffaloes. So these are primary consumers and herbivores, plant eaters. The second one is the secondary consumers. These are the predators that eat the primary consumers. So how much was the weight of organisms in the herbivores category? How it is reduced and how much is it in the secondary consumers category? And then when those organisms like sparrow, deer, buffaloes are eaten by fox, eagles, owls, squirrels, these organisms are reduced and further eaten by the tertiary consumers. For example, bear that eats both plants and animals and fruits and other different variety of organisms. So the decrease in mass of the organisms, the weight of organisms in every trophic level represents the biomass pyramid, and every step in the mass represents how much energy is reduced from the primary producers at the bottom to the top till the tertiary consumers, that is the predator trophic level. This is how energy is moved in a cycle. I hope you got a better understanding of the energy pyramids, the pyramid of numbers, the pyramid of biomass from this. And now I would like to assign a home task to you, class 7th. That is, you have to write the first long question, explain different kinds of habitats on your notebooks for summer vacations, in which there are grassland habitat, aquatic habitat, dry land habitat, rainforest habitat, the four types of habitat where organisms live. What are their examples? You have to write it on copies, take a picture of it, and send it to me on this WhatsApp group. Secondly, I would like to take a small test of all the 10 short question and answers of this unit. The short question answers in your unique notes are not very lengthy. I will take a short test tomorrow, hopefully, inshallah. You have to work over it, you have to memorize it. So I think I've made myself clear. All the best, class. Thank you.